You eliminate my
We're
father.
unboxing slime. She already unboxed her because she's so fast.
You know what?
She got magnetic slime, and it comes with a magnet.
I do.
Oh my god, it's actually kind of strong.
Good. Now where's the ball?
This is mine. It was like $8 from Dollar General.
There you go.
CVS.
See for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I meant
I'm
to
gonna do
say.
this.
Behold, summer's favorite hot. Juicy with Oscar Mayer beef and finished with unmistakable Heinz flavor. Meet the classic cheeseburger, healthy with Kraft Singles goodness you want to savor. Make your cookout stand out from the crowd.
Holy crap.
Nothing here.
Surprise. Hey, Dad.
It's not so pretty in the back.
Kill your own son.
This is a setup? Oh, Natalia. And to think you were my favorite. Have you forgotten about the chips in the back of your heads?
So what? They're just trackers.
No, Orchard. They're a little more than that. If I die, so do you too.
Fine.
Think.
Then so be it.
Smell it.
Because a life working for you
Smell it.
isn't a life worth living.
Ooh, that smells like pencil
all I
lead.
want.
I don't like this one.
He's bluffing.
I'm not. So be a good girl and get back.
In the back, the back.
Told you he was bluffing. You two scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm just happy to be free. So, are we gonna address the elephant in the room? Are you referring to my kill count? Oh, that's right. He knows your number. Okay, come on, tell me. I don't want to say it, okay? Listen, I killed my soulmate for no reason. The only joy I will get is knowing your kill count. Do you really want to deprive me of that joy? Fine, it's... I couldn't hear you. Oh, come on, just say it. It's 269, okay? Oh, no. You need to change that number right now. Go kill a rat or something. I'm not gonna go kill a rat. That's not even how the body count works.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a girl. You, come with me.
No thanks.
Can I get the
I wasn't
scissors?
asking, sweetheart.
Hey,
Don't do that with scissors.
hey, not gonna lie, that was kind of hot. I got you, babe. There's more of them coming.
Okay, I'm sorry, I've been quiet.
Looks
Okay.
like I'm changing that number.
It's
Ashley, you realize if you don't get to 1,000 likes by the end of the year, you're not meeting your soulmate. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Thank you. She doesn't need a soulmate to be happy anyways. You guys are literally so pathetic.
Hey Ashley, do you think I could take a picture of your notes real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Here.
Sweet, thanks.
Let me give you a like.
Ashley's really heavy.
Thank you.
Ha, she thought. Just ignore them.
How can I? I mean, at least you have 20 likes. I have 2. And one of them's from you, and the other one's from my mom. Just face it, Chase. Nobody likes me. I'm never gonna find my soulmate. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Who are you? My name is Lindsay, and I'm here to make you the most liked girl in school. Want to make me the most liked girl in school? Yep, that's right. Why?
No.
Well, in all
You had to
honesty,
wait.
honey, your mom sent me. She did? Yeah, she's kind of worried about your social life. But don't worry, I'm gonna take care of everything.
Yuck.
Can I feel
So,
it?
It's
if you take a look at
hard.
the score sheet. You
Oh,
can see that
my.
you and your friend currently rank at the very bottom. Social outcast? Yes, I'm afraid so. But don't worry, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, we're gonna need to start with a full makeover.
She's fine the way she is.
Says the social outcast. Hey, that's not very... We're wasting time. Follow me.
There we go.
Okay, it's time to make you look
Can I feel
irresistible.
that?
Hold on.
She's all
Yeah, I like
done.
this one.
Whoa, you look,
Gorgeous.
yeah.
Oh. Stop.
Love your outfit.
Whoa, looks like somebody's got their 4th like.
Time for the next step. You can only get likes in person, so we gotta go somewhere crowded.
I mean, we could go to the mall.
Yes, great idea. Ashley, smile.
This is,
if
like,
you want
perfect.
likes, you gotta be friendly. Go say hi.
Hi, I like your outfit.
Thanks. I like yours too.
Oh, hey, buddy, I think you might have dropped this.
Thank you. Mommy, look what she found.
Oh my gosh, here, take a like.
Oh, thank you.
And just like that, she's up to 25 likes.
Whoa, Ash,
Dang.
you, got more likes than me now.
Oh, this is nothing. You need to be going out
Holy
all the
crap.
time, okay? Try to get invited to a party.
Hey, Dylan, are you throwing a party this weekend?
Uh-huh. You want to come?
It is.
Can I?
Yeah. I mean, the party's for 25 likes and up, so you're good.
Can Chase come too?
No way. No social rejects allowed. Oh, and wear something red. That's the theme.
Chase, I don't feel right going to this party without you.
It's fine. Just go.
Can't you just get 5 more likes and then we can go together?
Nah, you'll probably have more fun without me anyways.
That's not true. But maybe you'll change your mind later.
Cute dress, Ashley.
Thanks.
I like your dress.
Thanks, Dylan. But why isn't anyone else wearing red? I thought that was the theme.
Yeah, I kinda lied. I just wanted to see you in red.
Okay.
Ash, look, it's 'cause I have a crush on you.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, why haven't you ever said anything before?
I figured you and Chase were a thing.
What? Oh, no. Me and him, we're just friends.
Uh-huh. Well then, in that case, come with me.
Uh-oh.
Finally, we're alone.
But don't you want to go party?
No, I just want to be right next to you.
Down the darkened hallway.
I am so proud of you. Hooking up with the captain of the football team? Listen, we're not official just yet.
Uh-huh. You guys kissed, right?
Yeah.
Well, then you might as well be official.
Oh, it sounds like Chase is a little jealous.
I'm not jealous. I just don't trust that guy.
Whatever you say.
Hey, we still on for movie night?
Oh, actually, Dylan's taking me to see a movie.
But we always do movie night on Friday. It's like our tradition. Traditions change, bro. Hey, babe.
Hey.
She's got a boyfriend now, dude. It's time for you to move on.
Ugh.
Right. Guess I will see you later, Ash.
I think it's unactivated because it's like
Ashley.
solid.
Whoa, did you just give me a like?
Yeah, you look so cute.
Time to add the cute
But
beads.
don't you hate me?
Ashley, that was before you had so many likes. You're one of us now.
We're almost at 1,000 likes. Yeah, because you've had me going out to crowded places every day for a month now. Can't I take a break? No, your mom's coming back soon. Don't you want to surprise her with your soulmate?
Yeah, I guess.
I have a good feeling it's gonna be Dylan. I feel really bad for Chase. I barely even talk to him anymore. He's a social reject. Please don't call him that. Forget about Chase, Ashley. We need to focus on your likes. Now come on, we're going to the mall again.
Mama, so this purple slime is so soft, and then there's this.
Where's Dylan?
He's at
And Mom,
practice.
look at this.
Wait a minute. let me
It's
see that
so
hat.
gross.
Did you get a haircut and shave a little bit?
Yeah, I just figured it was time for
I
a
got
change.
these because I thought they were cute. You could
You look really nice.
hook them
Thanks.
onto your
Listen,
handlebars.
Ash, there's something
That
I
is
need
so
to
cute.
tell you.
And Ryder bites around with that.
Oh, it's Dylan. He needs my help.
With a
Ash, I don't think Dylan is
It's
a
a
good
glow in the
guy.
dark water bottle, by the way.
Dylan is using you. He doesn't care about
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Put it
Lindsay
on your
was
bike.
right.
There you
You
go.
are jealous.
Would you stop
Create
being
a
so
little
conceited
tag
and
right
just
here.
listen to me? Just
Put
because
your
you
name
have over
on it.
900 likes doesn't
That's
mean
so
everybody
cool.
likes you.
How many bags
I'm
do you
just
have?
trying to watch
4.
out for you.
One
Well,
for
stop.
each of y'all.
Because I
And
believe
Brooklyn?
You too. You know what's best for
Oh.
me.
Oh, and Lindsay does, huh?
Yeah, look how many likes she got me.
I don't give a shit about your likes, Ash, or your fake friends.
Well, at least I have friends.
Do whatever you want. I'm done.
Well, then I guess I'll take my like back too.
Dylan?
Oh my gosh, babe, our plan is working out so good.
Yeah, being your fake boyfriend got me so many likes, so you two were using me. Ash, listen, we're over.
What are y'all doing?
No, you sent Lindsay to help me.
I poured glitter
But I
on
don't care
myself.
about my likes anymore.
Honey,
Oh,
what
I
are you
didn't mean to
talking about?
scare you.
don't
I
know
am
anyone
so
named
glad
Lindsay.
you had a blanket down there.
Really, little girl.
Honey, I'm about to go to
I'll pick it up later. I'm just bored.
Hey, did you lose likes? Yeah. Dylan, Chase, and
That's a
Pepper.
lot.
Why are you looking at me like that? Because I want to
Nothing.
know who you are.
She spills a little bit of glitter.
I talked to my mom, and she said
Leah
she didn't send
Nicole.
you. Damn it.
What?
I scared her.
Oh,
It's BB's fault.
I'm here to steal your likes.
Did you have fun at field day today?
You see,
Today?
I
That was
hack the
yesterday.
system. I
Was
steal
it?
people's likes,
Yeah.
and then I sell them.
Dang, I'm
And you know,
sick.
most people don't even make it to
You need to go take a
1,000,
nap.
Oh, I
so
need
it
to
really
sit.
impressed me.
My mom was rubbing off on me.
Damn.
Well, did you have fun yesterday at field day? Because I don't remember talking to you about field day.
System
Oh.
activated. This is gonna be fun. Yes, it's working. How are you even
So,
doing this?
Gigi,
I just connected my
embarrass
technology
y'all?
to the light chip
Nope.
in the back of your
Good.
Right, a little bit.
Voila.
I mean, she was cheering everyone on. She was like, "Go, baby, go, baby, go! You got this, you got this." It was a little embarrassing.
Good cheerleader.
Very good cheerleader. Everyone was like, if without her, we probably wouldn't have won. Literally, there's so many kids saying that.
That she cheered y'all into winning.
Yeah, and then we got first place.
Yay.
I knew you were a little fake. You let her go right now.
No thanks. I mean, what are you gonna do, you pathetic little piece of...
You were saying, Ash, if I unplug this machine, you can lose all your likes permanently.
I don't care. Just unplug it. She said if I hit 0, I could die.
Here it goes. Hey, you feeling alright?
Not really.
Hold on to me. I'm gonna take you to the hospital. We were able to restore her likes, and we gave
Next,
her a few extra likes
these
too.
little
Hey,
thing.
you're up.
Chase? Where's Lindsay?
Don't worry. She's been arrested.
Where's my mom?
She's on her way. Oh, and here. The cops found on Lindsay.
Thanks. Listen, Chase, I'm so sorry for the things that I said to you. You were right about Dylan. I don't know why I ever thought that he would like me.
Hey, that was his loss. Any guy would be lucky to have you. Speaking of which, now you can meet your soulmate. We're soulmates, huh? Ash, I've been waiting to do this for a long time.
Pampers, the #1 pediatrician recommended brand, helps keep baby's skin
That
dry
came out
and
of
healthy.
nowhere.
My skin has been so much smoother, so much more hydrated since I've been using this product. It's Olay.
Videos that seem innocent but have a terrifying backstory. Part 5.
If you're scared
This
of
man
scary
kept finding
stories,
food in his apartment
go to
that he
another
wasn't
video.
eating. So he asked his girlfriend about it, and she said that she wasn't eating it either. He didn't believe her, so he set up a video camera to catch her eating the food in the middle of the night. The next morning, when he checked his video camera, he found footage.
If you're alone right now, don't watch this video. In the winter of 2018, a man who was living alone in the mountains wakes up to find a red ball sitting on his front yard. He assumed the only neighbor he had must have kids, and so he kicks the ball over the fence, goes inside, doesn't think anything of it. That night, he wakes up to the sound of kids laughing outside of his window. He goes outside to check on them because it's the middle of the night, and there's no kids anywhere, but that red ball is back on his property. So he picks it up, brings it in his house, and goes back to bed. The next morning, he goes over to his neighbor's house to let them know that their kids are out in his yard in the middle of the night. But it turns out his neighbor is just some old man who lives alone, and there aren't any kids anywhere in the area. That night, he wakes up again to the sound of kids on his property, and when he looks outside, there's no kids, but that red ball is back on his property. Panicked, he runs downstairs to make sure the one he brought in is still inside, and it's gone. He checked every window and door, and everything was still locked. It didn't make any sense. He decides to look out the window one more time, and off in the distance is some weird stiff figure watching him.
This is a scary story about the mother. There was a girl named Jill who always hung out with her mother. But she noticed her dad never hung out with them, nor did he either look at her mom or talk to her. This confused Jill, but she never asked him about it because she thought it wasn't any of her business. One day, Jill was playing with her mom in her room when her dad came in and said that dinner was ready. But he only looked at Jill and not his wife. When Jill came down to the table to eat, he finally got the courage to ask her dad why he doesn't talk to mom anymore. Her dad then looked at her with a weird expression on his face and looked very scared. Then said, "What do you mean?" Jill then said, "Whenever I'm with mommy and you come in the room, you never say anything to her." Her dad's face grew pale and he said, "Honey, your mom has been dead for your whole life. She died in the hospital giving birth to you."
This is the story of the almost perfect murder. In 1971, John List killed his entire family, his wife, children, and his mother. And he had meticulously planned the whole thing. After killing them all, he placed the bodies in sleeping bags and lined them up. He also wrote a letter to his pastor explaining why he had to kill them. And then he disappeared. 18 years later, he is remarried and tries to do the whole thing again. But this time he was arrested after a tip was given to the FBI. It took 18 years to capture him. The creepiest thing about all that was that he thought he was trying to save him.
The more you think about how this true story ends, the creepier it gets. In 2015, a college student was renting the basement apartment of his friend's house. One weekend, his basement roommates take off for the night, so he decides to use that time to get some homework done distraction-free. But as soon as he sits down to do his work, his friend upstairs and his family starts making all this noise, moving furniture around, shuffling feet. It's impossible to focus, so he picks up his phone and he texts his friend. "You guys sound like you're really having a good time up there. I'm not really getting anything done. Can I come up?" And his buddy says, "No one is home. We went to Wisconsin for the weekend." Terrified, he runs out the side door to get a look in the window to see who's making all the noise. All the lights are off in the house. There's not a single car in the driveway. He had been home alone the whole time.
This is why you should never go on a subway again. So what happened is that one night, a teenage girl was taking the subway home from work back to her house in New York. Scary part is when she went on board, she sat directly across from two men with a woman sitting in the middle. The creepy part is that the woman kept staring at her and wouldn't even blink, while the two men never once looked at her. Well, at the next stop, a man with a trench coat walked in, but the girl didn't pay much attention to him. The girl kept trying to look away so that one lady wouldn't stare at her, but she just kept looking, wouldn't even blink. Well, at the next stop, that random man with the trench coat pulled out the teenage girl and dragged her out of the subway. She was screaming, asking for help, because she had no idea why this guy just pulled her out. But the guy told her to calm down and said he actually saved her life because the woman that was staring at her was actually dead. And the two men next to her were holding her up to make her look alive. The random guy with the trench coat said if he didn't pull her out, she was going to be their next victim.
Top 5 scariest things caught on camera in abandoned tunnels. This is all done in one part, so make sure to follow because we don't do part 2s here. Number 5. A group of explorers are searching through an abandoned tunnel built by the Germans in World War II. The unique thing with this tunnel is that the Germans were hiding this from the public. Even to this day, it's unknown what happened in these tunnels, but these brave explorers capture something shocking that I think you should take a look.
Did you see that?
Number 4. 3 friends begin to search what looks like an abandoned train tunnel. They soon realize that the tunnel is a lot longer than what it appeared to be, and they begin to panic. They start jogging and see lights at the end of the tunnel. They begin to get excited because they think they found the end, when suddenly this happens.
What if the train started coming right now? It's a train! I'm getting on the side.
You know how to work that TV in there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. A Russian YouTuber wanted to explore tunnels and found a tunnel so small that he actually had to take off his backpack. He starts to crawl within these tunnels and suddenly his camera and light begins to act up. He then begins to exit the tunnel, but not before he captures
Text me before you do.
Okay, I'm coming.
Number 2. 3 guys are exploring a haunted and
I said ew, not sheesh.
tunnel. The tunnel is based in Ontario, Canada, but they begin to panic because they lose their friend named Matt. They start lurking around dark corners trying to find their friend when suddenly they find this.
It's gonna be a jump scare, and it's gonna have James Charles going, "Hello, sisters!" Ah! Hello, sisters! Ah! I'm sorry for your headphones.
Before we get to number 1, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Austin Bro. I just stayed in the most haunted hotel in America, and I think you should check it out for yourself because what we captured is insane. I'm going to be posting the video next week, so make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss it. Number 1. A Ukrainian man is exploring the woods when he finds an abandoned bridge. He starts walking alongside the bridge when he finds a sewer that also looks abandoned. He quickly pulls out his phone and starts putting his phone down in the sewer. This is what he captured.
There's nothing scary. Ah! It's
There are a lot of eloquent words to describe great design, but they're just unnecessary, aren't they? The key even
So this is a story time about how I became best friends with the girl that my boyfriend cheated on me with. So when I met this guy, we'll call him Bronson, there was an immediate attraction. He was a Sagittarius, so he was super charming, life of the party, and it didn't take long for us to start talking. Well, it turned out he wasn't totally honest with me, and he had a girlfriend. So I cut him off and didn't think twice about it. About a year later, though, he came back into my life. He reached out after his breakup with his girlfriend, and he asked if we could give things a real chance. Knowing the connection that we had, I said yes. And things were almost too perfect. We were taking cute photos for Instagram together. It didn't take long for him to move in, and we spent so much time together. He even talked about marriage with me in front of his mom. So it felt like things were going pretty smoothly. Until one night we were going to bed, his phone started blowing up. I grabbed it and it was a notification from a guy named Brad, which I thought was super weird. The texts were asking where he was and what he was doing. And eventually I just decided to pick up the phone, and it was a girl on the other end. Stay tuned for part 2 and follow me on Insta.
Let me magnetic real quick.
I'm on it. Ready to do it.
Not that strong. Not that strong. And it reminds me of pencil. I don't eat this stuff. Okay, I got a magnetic. Okay, stop.
Hey guys, so here's
I know,
part 2
so
of
stop.
becoming friends with the girl that my boyfriend cheated on.
And then
me
there's
with.
this.
So when there was a girl on the other end, I was like, what is this? And why are you calling my boyfriend's phone?
Put it-
And she was confused. She was
Why
like,
does it feel like
boyfriend,
that?
I thought you were just being his supportive friend. It turns out him and his ex were still seeing each other. I was
Put
pissed
down.
and woke him up. And he had the nerve to try to tell me that she was being the crazy one. Like, obviously you've been seeing both of us. We're not that stupid. And she even sent me the screenshots to prove it. And he still had the nerve to deny it. Kicked him out of my house and we didn't talk for a while until one day he managed to work his way back in. I, being stupid, forgave him and decided to try things again. It happens to the best of us. Things seemed okay again, but he told me during our time apart he was couch surfing and he didn't actually have a place to stay, like he was just homeless. So I offered to let him live with me again. That night that he moved back in, I received a call from his ex. We'll call her Ashley. And Ashley goes, no, he's been living with me this entire time. Stay tuned for the last part and follow me on Instagram. Hey guys, here's part 3 to becoming best friends with the girl that my boyfriend cheated on me with. So that's when it all clicked that this man just couldn't ever be honest with me at all. From day one, and then there was no way he was ever gonna be honest with me again. So we might as well let things go down in flames. I told Ashley that she was welcome to come over. So she knocked on my door and I let her in while Bronson was still sleeping. And she walked straight to the back and woke him up. They immediately started fighting and running around my house, yelling and arguing with each other. I was so done at that point that I just sat in my kitchen with my cup of coffee and just watched. I just couldn't believe that I let a man get the best of me like this. And the best of both of us. Both of us were 100% done. No more. And we decided to become each other's support system to avoid getting back together with him. Nothing brings two girls together like a hate for a man. Now, not only is she my good friend, but she is also my roommate. Sometimes toxic men can bring two people together. Follow me on Instagram for more content, and if you have a story, DM me. Story time, how I found out my substitute teacher was actually my biological father. So of course I went to school for our usual class and our teacher wasn't there. So we had a substitute that day and I could have sworn that I recognized him, but I couldn't tell from where. There would be times during the lecture where I would look up and he would just be looking at me. I felt like there was a weird connection between the two of us, but I didn't exactly know where to place it. Since it was the last hour of the day, he asked me to stay after class. I immediately got the creeps and said no, I had to catch my bus. And I hadn't seen him for weeks after that. Some days later, I noticed a for sale sign on my neighbor's yard. So during their open house, I decided to peek out my window and see who was visiting. And there he was, my substitute teacher. I got the creeps and I just ran upstairs to focus on something else. Once the house sold and the moving trucks came in, I saw that it was my substitute teacher that actually bought it. I was terrified but still felt this weird connection. That's when my mom offered for us to bring cookies over to his house. She said it was a neighborly thing to do, so that's what we did. So we went to go knock on his door. Stay tuned for part 2 and add me on Instagram.
You do crossword
Okay, so part 2
puzzles?
to finding out my substitute
Okay,
teacher
old
was actually my
person.
biological father. So the whole interaction between my mom and him was so odd. He was clearly high, so my mom just set the cookies down on his front door, and we just left. Any nights after that, I just felt like someone was always watching me. I constantly got the creeps.
I always
just noticed,
feel
little
like
stuff going missing.
Okay, hush. They probably want to listen to this.
But a few days later, this man invited
If you're
us over for a
still
dinner,
watching,
and my mom wanted to go,
I'm
and it
so
was just as
sorry.
strange. Like, I could tell that my mom was so
But it's gonna keep
uncomfortable.
going
I asked him
for a
to
very,
excuse me
very
to the
long
bathroom,
time.
And once he showed me where it was, I did a little
And a
bit
little
of
later,
sneaking,
I'm probably gonna make another YouTube video. It's actually gonna be probably a YouTube short. Cause we're about to go watch Fall, like the movie Fall.
I ran downstairs and grabbed my
We've
mom.
never watched it before. We're so excited.
She agreed, but once I told her about the pictures,
And we're gonna eat popcorn even though I'm not allowed to.
He was my biological father.
I got
He was in
braces,
the process of
but,
searching for me for 3 years. And to this day, my mom has still not talked to me about the situation. Sometimes you have to trust your gut. Add me on Instagram, and if you have a story you'd like to share,
Leah,
DM
see,
me.
this is what I was talking about the YouTube that I like. He was doing.
Story time. Someone tried to murder me on a school trip. So during my senior year, I started talking to this guy that we can call Tyler. And we all had to go on a school trip for a competition. During this, we had to stay in a hotel room, and we were all assigned partners. Well, I didn't know this at the time, but I was actually assigned Tyler's ex-girlfriend. We can call her Penny. And when I found out she was his ex, I was like, you know what? Not a big deal. I'm probably just overthinking it, but she had a reputation for being psychotic. And I mean psychotic. Since we were all in close quarters, it didn't take her long to figure out that I was talking to her ex, and she went crazy on me. She basically threatened me by saying that if she ever saw me with him again, I wouldn't be coming home to my family. I still honestly didn't take her that seriously until the next day she saw us kissing, and she left the hotel room to buy throwing knives for when I got back. So when I reached the hotel room that day, she was yelling at me, threatening me, and then she took out one of the knives. Stay tuned for part 2 and follow me on Insta. Part 2 to me almost getting murdered on my school trip. So when Penny took out one of the knives, she literally threw it right at me. Somehow it only managed to land 5 inches from me, and I was okay. So I took off running out of the hotel room. I immediately went to our director, and literally because her parents fund most of the band stuff, he straight up couldn't care less. I told my mom, who happened to work with the superintendent's wife, so she told her the whole story and gave my mom his phone number. Let's just say they were suspended and the teacher was fired. She swore up and down that her and Tyler were gonna get back together, but it's been 3 years later and she's still crazy and he still hates her, and I'm still with him. So I guess the moral of the story is please take it seriously if someone threatens you, especially if it's a crazy ex. Love you guys. Follow my Insta and DM me if you have your own story that you want to share. Story time, how I catfished the girl that my brother-in-law was cheating with. So my brother-in-law always had a bit of a cheating reputation, and he definitely gave me the worst vibe. He had even cheated on my sister before, but they forgave each other and worked things out. Whatever. But I knew that something was up once rumors started to fly again, and so did my sister. And there was one particular girl on his phone that was very sus. So my sister got the number and we decided to set her up. We didn't really know how much she knew or if she was aware that he was married, so we just pretended to be him and asked her to come over. And since they had been hooking up, she was down to come over. So we sat and waited, and she walked in expecting to see my brother-in-law, but instead she got my sister and I. When I say she was shocked, I mean she was shocked. She wasn't furious or anything, however, she kept acting weird like it was all a big joke. She was like, oh my god, I had no idea he was married, which you can't blame her for everything, it takes 2 to tango. However, I still think you should be aware of who you're seeing. But she agreed to confront him with us. Follow me on Instagram and stay tuned for part 2.
The makeup looked cool.
Part 2 on how I catfished the girl that my brother-in-law was cheating with. So he was still at the house, just hanging out upstairs, had no idea what was going on downstairs when we invited over the girl. And once she agreed to confront him, we decided to walk on upstairs. So she walked up and literally called this man by his first name, and he denied knowing her. Like, we were in shock. Like, we caught you. Like, here she is. How are you even going to deny that you know her when she's calling you by your first name? But she just kept laughing and he just kept denying it. It was extremely uncomfortable and super weird. She literally knew everything about him and even walked over and tried to be like all cutesy with him. And still,
Yeah, we're
he
28
denied.
minutes
So we just ended up making her
3
leave.
seconds.
And I literally fought this man. My sister was upset and shocked, but I was way more furious than she was. It's one thing for people to hurt you, but not the people that you love. Luckily, she is done and no longer with him. At the end of the day, we need to know our self-worth and set high standards for the people that we're dating. Follow the girl that sent me the story, and add me on Instagram and DM me if you have a story of your own. Every time my boyfriend tried to kill me so he could have my life insurance money. So I decided to go on Tinder to look for some potential matches, and lo and behold, a guy named Jared was there. He was adorable, he was charming, and we had multiple cell phone calls before deciding to meet. We met at Red Lobster, and it was like fireworks. He was so romantic and looked like a 6-foot-something cowboy. He took me to a wildlife bird refuge after dinner, and I instantly fell for him. We dated for months, and everything was mostly good. However, he was just very pressuring for things. And I didn't want to take things too fast. I was 21 and he was 31. Eventually, this just gave me some bad vibes, so I decided to cut off the relationship. But a few months later, he called me saying that he couldn't forget me. He had been married before and his wife had passed away, so I felt very sympathetic towards him. He had a really nice job, making over $150K a year, and he said that all he wanted to do was take care of me and my child. So I moved in and things were good again. I would wake up in the morning, he would make me coffee, and I would help him with his kids. But I noticed that my weight was starting to go down. And that's when I realized he was putting something in my coffee. Follow me on Insta and stay tuned for part 2. Story time. I found out my boyfriend cheated on me with his aunt. So this guy that I had a really big crush on at my school had just recently broken up with his girlfriend. And so I was kind of just there to like comfort him and be a shoulder to cry on. You know the drill. Pretty soon he asked me to be his girlfriend. We dated for like a total of 6 or 7 months. And during this time, it was kind of insane with the gaslighting and how controlling he would get with me. He would literally say that he would kill himself if I ever left him. And I had been around his aunt a few times and gotten a weird vibe, but nothing like super significant. But one morning, around the end of our 7th month mark, I woke up to so many missed texts and calls from his younger brother with text and picture proof of him sleeping with his aunt. After all of this, I confronted him and he still denied it, even with the proof. I just asked him how he could ever do something like that to me. Then he admitted to it, but said that it wasn't cheating. We were officially over after that. I messaged him to check on him one time, and he responded with, "I never loved you, please stay blocked." If you want to know where I got this jewelry from, check out Interstellar Jewelry, linked below. And if you have a story that you would like to share too, add me and DM me on Instagram. Our house had to be cleansed of a demonic presence. I had just gotten out of a relationship that I had been in for 5 years. I had to pack up my stuff from his house, move out, and I was mentally all over the place. One of my friends that I'll either tag below or in the comments had just bought a house during this time, so it was kind of perfect for me to move in with her. The house was beautiful, had very cottage vibes, but there was something about the shed in the back, and I'll insert a picture. It was filled with religious symbols and Mod Podge all over the wall. There was lights in there like people were trying to grow, and it just seemed like a lot of teenage experimentation happened back there. But overall, the house was nice and was totally checked out by the inspector. Soon after I started to move in, that's whenever spots would occur on the ceiling. It was happening a lot on my side of the house as if there was water damage. However, we didn't know where the water damage was coming from, and she had had the house inspected. This is when she started to have extremely vivid nightmares that bled over into the day. She would wake up and see shadowy figures hanging over her. I kind of just thought she was tired due to night shift at first, but that's when I got my first sleep paralysis episode. It gets way worse, so stay tuned for part 2 and follow me on Instagram. Storytime part 2 of our house being cleansed of a demonic presence. So my roommate's nightmares and hallucinations were getting worse and worse. When she would drive home from work, she one time literally thought someone was hurting himself in the car next to her, and then would walk into the house and see something standing over her. But again, we just thought she was tired due to night shift. However, a few days later, I ended up waking up and not being able to move my body. All I could do was look around the room, and I felt someone petting me. All I could do was lay there while this thing talked to me and pet my head, but I could never see her. And I know it wasn't her because it was a female's voice. This had me freaked out and not wanting to sleep for days. But soon I was able to get over it and forget it. One night whenever I came back with one of my guy friends, we walked into the house and from the back we heard, "Hey, are there any people here?" We both just looked at each other like, "Oh my god, did you actually just hear that?" Except I heard it in a female voice and he heard it in a male voice. He told me to stay right there and he scanned the area to make sure that there weren't any people there. And there weren't. We knew this was getting bad and we were gonna have to call someone. So my roommate called up someone that she knew that did house exorcisms. The worst is yet to come. Add me on Instagram. I'm part 3 of our house having to be cleansed of a demonic presence. So my friend reached out to a lady that she knew and told her the situation, told her about the house, and the lady was very intuitive. She knew that we were not going through very good times in our life and that there was probably something here feeding off of us. On top of that, it was gaining energy from a negative male presence. And she mentioned that potentially this male presence could have been doing drive-bys, just like my ex had been doing. She said she'd be there in a few days, but that the rotting of the house was going to get worse. A few days later, on a day that I know that my ex came by, the entire roof in one of the rooms collapsed, and I'll insert a picture. So she was right. By the time it got to her coming, she was able to examine the house and give us a full assessment. I guess whatever teenage experimentation was going on in the shed ended up letting in something, and then was feeding off of our weakness. Not only that, but the spirits were watching my roommate from her window looking into her mirrors, which faced her bed, so make sure you never have mirrors facing your bed. The exorcism included absolutely everything you can think of, and the issues we were having stopped for the most part after this. Stay safe and follow me on Instagram for more content.
Oh no, did it. Sipping. Sup, baby girl? I'm the alpha. I'm the one to trust.
Do you have any pencils?
In my little bag.
We'll get one.
Yeah. They're in this one.
This round's on me. Neutrogena Ultra Shear. Bedtime is rough, and we'll go to extremes to fall asleep.
September meeting that
I admit it, another hit got me. Bro.
I can finally see how much money my parents have. $12 billion? My parents are billionaires? Then why are we living in a shed? What the heck?
What's wrong, sweetie?
This whole time we've been living in a shed when we have billions of dollars?
Sweetie, we're poor. We don't even have thousands of dollars. Why would we be a billionaire? It's lying to you.
That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Leslie, do
You're
you think this
adopted.
thing that shows how much your parents make lies?
No, it doesn't lie. My mom works at the bank, so she can tell you if it's wrong or not.
It says my parents are billionaires, and we literally live in a shed.
My mom told me there's only one billionaire here, and it's the king and the queen. That can only mean one thing. You're the king and queen's daughter.
Choose to be smart or rich? It's not gonna hurt to take both, right? Mom, guess what? I am now rich and smart. I don't even need to go to college anymore.
Please tell me you didn't take both of them. Look at your bank account now. You have $0.
$0? I'm poor?
Not only are you poor, you're dumb now. You lost all your smartness.
Wait, test me. Ask me a question.
What's 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2 is 7?
Great, now you're dumb too.
What am I gonna do?
Here, this is for you.
Is this my college acceptance letter? Okay, this could help me. After looking at your scores, you're too dumb for college.
I'm so sorry, sweetie.
That's it. My life is ruined. Soulmate controls hair or makeup? My soulmate does not know how to do makeup. Let's do hair.
That was the makeup option.
I'm going to school, Mom.
Autumn, what did it do to your hair?
You can't go to school with purple hair? Oh my hair! Why would my soulmate give me purple hair?
You know, if the principal sees you like that, who knows what's gonna happen? They'll probably expel you.
I know. I'm gonna get suspended. What do I do? I'll just wear a hoodie. Okay, I'll just wear a hoodie.
All right, everybody get to class. Autumn,
Janet,
take your hoodie off now.
I can't take my hoodie off. Sorry, I have to go to class.
Hoodie off now.
Fine.
You have purple hair? That is so against the code of conduct. You are gonna get in trouble. Principal's office now.
Fine. Die in the light or die in the dark? If I choose light, then I can never go outside again. I have to choose dark.
Sweetie, it's time for bed. Turn the lights off.
Wait, Mom, no. Do not turn the light off.
What? Why?
I can't be in the dark anymore. If I ever go into the dark, I die.
But sweetie, you're wasting our electricity.
I'll turn the lights off, but I'll light a candle.
Fine, good night.
Good night, Mom.
Alright, class, I'm about to turn the lights off. We're watching a movie.
Miss Evans, can we please not turn the light off?
Oh, someone's scared of the dark. Autumn, are you scared of the dark? It's
I'm not
okay.
scared of the dark. It's just
She's scared of the boogeyman.
Jessica, shut up. I can't be in the dark.
It's not like I'm
You'll be
going.
fine, Autumn, okay? You can sit by me.
Become royalty or be a servant? This is the best one yet.
No! A little bit got drowned.
We're gonna end the video.
No.
So we at 30.
Girl, I know it's at 40 minutes. I'm really hoping these aren't inappropriate ones.
Life-changing underwear with a built-in pouch. The pouch offers support
The
for
frick?
And what's the best thing about Shine Sea Pouch underwear you ask? Your first pair is 100% free if you don't love them. So
What
you can
the heck?
try a pair today and see for yourself.
I've always
My
wanted
wife,
to
30, suffers extreme germophobia and anxiety. I, 30, take as many as 30 showers a week to ease her fear of infection. Our relationship is not sustainable and I need help. We've been together for 11 years and married for 8. She's not always been like this. She was relatively normal while we dated, but it started to get worse after we got married. She previously worked at a hotel as a receptionist and was occasionally required to handle and wash guest towels. Well, she ended up contracting a staph infection and had to be hospitalized to have the infection drained. Following this, she had to be on antibiotics for 30 days. Ever since that experience, her anxiety and fear of infection has steadily grown over the years up until this point. We also have 2 children, a 2-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl, and her tendencies affect them as well. The following list is my attempt at a comprehensive germ prevention standard operating procedures of our household. If I touch a light switch or doorknob, I need to wash my hands. If I go to the garage, I need to take a shower before I can sit down or do anything. If I touch my pajamas or touch towels, then I need to take a shower. If I or the kids enter the guest bedroom, we have to take showers or baths. I'm not allowed to use her toilet in the master bedroom. She stops up her toilet every day and requires me to plunge it and clean it. She uses 3 times as much toilet paper as a regular person would. The cleaning process is 3 Clorox wipes, 1 for the seat, 1 for under, and 1 to use to flush it with. I have to immediately shower after this. If she spills excess water on the floor, then I have to mop it up, and anywhere I walk to include the entire house, if that is where I walk after stepping in the water. She goes through entire loads of her pajamas daily just to try to change her clothes. Every time she uses the toilet, she has to change her clothes. She washes her hands and arms up to her elbows and then her face. If she gets water on her shirt, she'll have to change it. If when
Girl,
her shirt she changes it to her
no.
body, she'll change it. If
I
her
paid
clothes
for
are
it.
full
I
and
could
she's
just
clean
take
them
that
up, she will change
that
them.
one that
She
you have
discards
right
the
now.
top shirts in her drawer every time she gets dressed. She uses 6 to 7 towels after her shower, discarding half of them because they touch my chest. As you can see, this adds up and I end up folding laundry for 60 to 90 minutes every day. This doesn't include the time that it takes to actually change it out and take showers. If I change out of the laundry and I raise the door frame when I enter the bedroom with clothes, I have to discard all of them. If an article of clothing touches the edge of the bed, discard it. If I even touch the dishwasher, I have to wash my hands. If she takes a shower and gets in the bed, she will not leave the bedroom or considers herself dirty and will have to shower again. This means if she's hungry or thirsty, I'll have to bring it to her. Her showers are at least 40 minutes. She bathes 3 or 4 times and washes her hair 2 times. Our water bill is ridiculous. If my 2-year-old son takes 1 step outside of his playpen, then he has to have a bath before he can go in his bed. This includes naps. If I take him outside, even just for 1 minute, he would need a bath before he can get in his bed. Not even changing his clothes would suffice. When I clean the house, which I don't mind by the way, cleaning your house is necessary. Everything has to be done in a very specific order. No deviations from this order or it has to be redone. Change out the laundry and leave the washer free. Wash hands, face, and arms and change clothes. Sanitize all toys on the floor and put away. Pick up all clothes and put in baskets. Sanitize all counters. Clean kids' bathroom. Take out the master bathroom trash. Wash hands and place bag. Take out the kids' trash. Wash hands and place bag.
Usually they are and sometimes they're not. But if they are, comment down below which slime do you think is better. I'm about to bite you. The magnet slime or the purple?
I'll make this clear. I have no problem with cleaning, but I often do something in the wrong order or forget to wash my hands and I get berated. My life has little pages for mistakes that involve germs. Often I have to clean the house late at night after the kids go to bed, so I'll be doing it after midnight. Of course, I will make mistakes when I'm mentally exhausted. If I have to discard a piece of clothing on the floor in her vicinity, she'll change her clothes and get pissed. She thinks that the air created when the clothing hits the floor will blow bacteria all over her. This is perhaps the one thing that triggers me most. If my dog gets out, he has to have a bath before he can come back. He gets out often because she won't close the door. My wife will not touch doorknobs. She uses her foot to close the door and she'll just fucking leave it open over actually closing it, even when she leaves the house. If I leave the house with my phone, I cannot bring it back into the house until I sanitize it. That includes washing the phone case with soap and water and then using alcohol over the phone. Her depth perception is abysmal. Reading in so many fights because she thinks that I touched her with a dirty object when I was halfway across the room. When she gets dressed, I have to watch her and verify that she doesn't touch her body with the outside of the shirt. Same with pants. We never have people over because of her fear of infection. Plus, I'm the only one who has to clean and sanitize, so I'm reluctant to even mention hosting an event or having a party at the house. There are so many things that I have to deal with, but I cannot remember every situation right now. The worst of it for me is the constant laundry, 3 to 4 loads a day, sometimes more, and the showers, 4 to 5 showers a day. I've taken as many as 9 showers in one day and as many as 35 showers in a week. I wash my hands over 50 times a day. I've gotten to the point where I just pretend to take a shower, wash my hands if she's in the room. I fantasize about just being able to get through my day not feeling like a puppet on a string. I get no sleep, maybe 4 to 5 hours on average, and have almost no free time. And this is not because of my kids. You would be thinking, dude, go to marriage counseling. We did that about 2 months ago. My dad may be the only person who really knows what I'm going through, and he told me to be completely honest, hold nothing back. This is exactly what I did. I told the counselor everything that is trivial to all of you. I have had this talk with my wife already where she says, you can leave at any time. If you can't handle it, you don't have to be here. The counselor was speechless for a second and then began to address my wife and asking her if it was all true. My wife just shut down and barely refused to acknowledge it. After the session, my wife got upset at me for throwing her under the bus and canceled all future sessions. I want to say one last thing. Before she went deep into this fear of infection, we had a great relationship. We loved each other and felt like we were meant to be. I still love her and I want it to work. I've been dealing with the worst of this for nearly 3 years now. I'm physically and mentally exhausted. I've thought of leaving multiple times and I'm afraid of how it will affect my kids. We also bought a huge house and invested sums of money into it that we would lose. My wife refuses to take medication for her anxiety. I don't blame her. Most of it hasn't worked in the past. Has anyone ever been in a situation similar to this?
No.
My husband wants me to terminate my baby from a one-night stand, and everyone seems to agree with him. My husband, 38 male, and I, 40.
Alright, I'm leaving.
Bye-bye.
Can the puppy stay?
use the bathroom.
Let's just break up. But why, babe? Because I'm a guy. I started this relationship. So
Mommy.
She's at Molly.
Please don't be like overseas or something. I cannot afford a flight. Wait, that's like close, right? I don't really know what the distance is. So, how far away is he? He's only 20 miles away. You are so lucky. I know. I can't wait to meet him. He probably is if he's your soulmate. Bruh, my
Yeah, we're watching that one.
soulmate is 3,000 miles away. That sucks. Well, how far away is yours? 20 miles. Woo! I literally hate you. Whatever. Do you want to come to this concert with us? Yeah, sure. Whose concert? His name is Miles. He's huge right now. Okay. I don't really have anything else to do. I was gonna sit in my bed and watch TikTok, so. The venue should be on the right. Huh. That's weird. Oh, these are our seats. Yo, I think my soulmate might be at this concert. Are you serious? We have to find him. Oh my god, he's coming out. How are you gonna find him? I have no idea. There's so many people here. I'm never gonna be able to find him. Maybe it's a singer. Huh, right. That's funny. What is this? Princess and the Frog? Yeah, but you would be the frog. How do I know if I found him? You have to make eye contact. God, I'm gonna have to start looking everybody in the eyes like a weirdo. Girl, you're already weird. That won't set it over the edge. Can we talk about this after a set? Okay, fine. No. We're gonna have to go backstage. And how the fuck are we gonna do that? Good question.
Are we gonna
We can just sneak back there. No, we'll get arrested. Oh, come on.
Yeah, first we can make the popcorn.
How's my disguise? Are you pranking me?
Do you know how to make popcorn?
Huh?
Do you know how to make
Whoa, okay,
popcorn?
not so
Yeah.
fast. You can't
I
get
don't.
back here.
I hope.
Please just not taste or smell again. That was terrifying.
Well, bye. I'll post right before. I'll post a YouTube short right before
My knee.
we watch the movie.
Honey, are you alright? No, my soulmate just scraped both of their knees on something. Did they fall? No, it like burns. Maybe they fell on a carpet. Yeah. What is around your wrist? Why is it so tight? Are you getting arrested? Ow! Whoa. Oh. What is he doing? Is he a wrestler? Oh. Are you okay? No, I think my soulmate's doing something and I really don't want to know. What happened? No. Got hit. Why is something in the back of my... No. Only 4 more? I'm kind of enjoying this. I don't want to stop. Hurting people's feelings is fun. Bailey, you look so pretty today. Aw, thank you. Would you maybe want to go out sometime? No, absolutely not. Wait, what? Why? I just don't want to.
What the
Sorry,
peanut butter
bye.
is.
Could I please freestyle some rap for you? I would literally rather run off of a cliff. Whatever, I didn't like you anyway, bitch. Oh, boo-hoo, I don't care. I brought you a
The kind
drink.
that we were going to get.
No.
I'm allergic. Do you know how disrespectful
Okay.
that is to give me a drink that I'm
You
allergic
know how to
to?
do it?
I'm sorry, yeah. Get out.
Here, you hold the puppy and I'll read the
Bailey,
instructions.
do you like me? No.
It says,
Are you gonna tell me why? No.
this must be on the bag.
Hey, Blondie. Sorry, I'm not interested.
New wrapper,
Are you sure?
this side down. That's important.
Please
They
don't
don't
make me
have
teasing
that
and I smell
side
like they're not
down.
misery.
Okay.
Smell
I
it.
just
La,
picked
la,
that
la,
out.
la, 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 la. Okay.
What is that? I think I decided a little. Is that sewage? Holy.
Alright, set time. 1.5 to 2.5 minutes on
I
time.
just love the sight of yo. Okay, I did not spike this. Girl, are you okay? No. Why? What's wrong? My soulmate is so weird. What did he do? I don't know what he's smelling, but he needs to get some nose plugs. Is that? Actually, I don't mind that. Would you want to hang out after school? Yeah, I would love to. What's wrong now? That's not salmon. I'm not falling for it this time, please.
Don't go away. Don't go away.
Fancy feast. Chef inspired. Adored. Every silky broth, every impeccable pate, every delicious detail brings you and your cat closer together. Fancy feast. Love is in the details.
But every time
And today we're gonna be checking out the people who got caught lying. That's gonna be a $100 bill.
Oh shoot, is that $100? Whoa! Did it really?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know you're lying. I just found $100.
I know.
You know what's crazy? I literally set this down as a prank, and you're lying to me.
No, it isn't.
It's fake too. Oh!
I don't know if it's your $100 bill. Wouldn't you know if it was fake? She really turned around like, oh, somebody said they found the $100 bill. That could have been my $100 bill. I swear, I just happened to lose $100. That's embarrassing. Caught in 4K. I wouldn't normally do this, but I found out I was pregnant last month. But I lost my job due to the pandemic, and I'm really scared about my future. So anything would help. Thank you. And then posted her pregnancy test and her Cash App. But wait, somebody zooms into the pregnancy test, and they're like, this is fake. You can see the Sharpie lines on top of the window. That's a terrible job. She literally Sharpied in the line for the pregnancy test. It's not even peed on, girl. Why are the lines drawn on? And she's like, I took a picture to send my mother, but the lines were hard to see. Her eyesight is really bad, so I marked it over so she could see them. If you wanted to be honest, I'm not actually pregnant, just lazy. I don't want to work, feel bad for me, and fund my lifestyle. Come on now.
Can you speak German?
No, unfortunately not. Do you speak English?
No.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Do you speak English? No.
How many wins do you have?
What?
How many wins do you have? Victories.
20.
What? That's cool.
Yes.
There's no way this kid has 20 wins. It's level 1. How are you level 1?
Wow.
Being held hostage in someone's basement. They finally got me a PlayStation. Let me play Fortnite. Level 1. First game on. I got like 20 wins. Stop capping. Sometimes the best pictures are the ones that I take on accident. LOL. Bestie, I'm gonna have to fight you on this one. So let me get this right. You accidentally open your front-facing camera, hold up your phone, make sure you do a pose, and then, oops, I accidentally took a photo while looking and posing at the camera. And someone called her out on it, and she was like, wow, creep, you sound like a psycho. Block. Don't question me in my captions ever again. So this big YouTuber actually had a photo of him in a chair, and then a gaming chair company actually took that photo of him and photoshopped it so it looked like he was sitting in one of their chairs, and then used it as an ad. Like, oh, look, we got celebrities buying our products, using our products. Check this out. I will admit, that is some good Photoshop. It looks very convincing. And he's like, I've never seen this chair in my life. Don't buy it. That's very scummy when companies do this. Also pretty
Okay, there's
illegal.
more
Personally,
over
I had
here.
several companies take my face, video footage, whatever, to promote their mobile
Bye.
games, to promote their products.